Okay, I'm going to go ahead and introduce to you week 1, which is January the 7th through the 13th. We're looking at Sparetime Vocabulary, or vocabulary that goes over things that you like to do in your free time. You're going to want to study pages 216 to 219 and pages 230 to 233 in your text. After you've completed all the work for this week, you should be able to uh, identify, use, and correctly pronounce sports and weather vocabulary. You should also be able to discuss your likes and dislikes in relation to sports. And you should be able to convey orally which sports you like to play in a team setting, which you like to play for fun with friends, what sports you don't like to play, what sporting events you like to attend, those you like to watch on TV, and why. This week's assignments address student learning outcomes 1, 2, and 3. Your assignments for this week are all due on the 10th, which is Thursday, and that's when your assignments are going to normally be due for the class. To start off with, you're going to want to click this link. It's going to take you to a video that goes over Chapter 7's vocabulary. Since I will never see you guys, the only way I can give you guys instruction on grammar and vocabulary that we're learning in the class is to have you look at the videos. And then you're going to, when you're done, click on the class participation forum, click on the thread, and then hit reply and post any questions or concerns you have about the material covered in the video or any other questions you have about the class. Then you also this week are asked to make comments about the syllabus. So if you would scroll down on the right-hand side, when you find course information, you'll see a syllabus in a Word document and also as a Moodle book. So you'll want to pull up either one of these. It's the same thing. You'll pull up either one, read through it, and then what you're going to want to do is click on the syllabus questions forum, click on the thread, hit reply, and post any questions or concerns you have about the material covered in the syllabus. You also have work in My Language Lab. You'll click on My Language Labs and sign in. If you don't know how to do that, if you go back to block 0, which is what we call the Start Here block, you can watch a video that tells you how to set up yourself in My Language Labs if you need to buy an access code, how to set yourself up when your access code is still good. Some of you may have an access code that is still functioning. And then there's also down here, there is a link to a 2-week temporary access code in case you need to buy one, but you just haven't gotten around to doing it so that you can get started. But at some point you will still have to buy one, and when that happens, you'll want to watch this video so that you know how to keep the work that you completed while you were using the 2-week temporary access code. So anyway, with your My Language Labs, you'll click on this and sign in. And when you do, it's going to look something like this. And then what you want to do is either click on the course calendar or the to-do list. So I like the calendar. Okay, so when the calendar pops up, then you'll click on the 10th, and your assignments are going to pop up in the middle. You can click on each one and complete it as many times as you would like to get the best grade possible. But if you're doing it more than 3 times, I suggest reaching out to me so that you can get figure out what it is that you're doing wrong. So this one's pretty easy. It's just telling you to look at a dialogue in your text, and then you choose true or false, and you hit finish and submit for grading. And again, you can do it as many times as you would like, and the best grade is the one that as long as you're doing it before the due date. After the due date, they don't save into the grade book. So, but I will only see the best grade possible. Okay, so that's what you do for My Language Labs. You're also getting ready to start Oral Dialogue 1, okay? I like to workshop oral dialogues. I don't know how many of you have had me before, but for right now, what you're doing is you're writing a script for the presentation you're going to make in 2 weeks. So right now you're writing the script. Then next week, I and a fellow classmate are going to critique your script. And then 2 weeks from now, you'll actually make your recording using this critique script. And I suggest that you pay attention to the feedback that I've given you because if you don't make the changes that I suggested, you're probably not going to get as good of a grade because I went through and made these changes and there was a reason why I told you to change things. But anyway, for this one, you are going to post your answer to the prompts below. The prompts, well, actually, let's go in here. I think it's a little easier to read it here. Okay, so it says you're going to answer these questions, but in Spanish. It asks you, so it says for oral dialogue one, you have decided to post in a vlog in which you discuss your likes and dislikes in relation to sports. In 2 weeks, you'll complete your recording. To help you prepare for this assignment, please post written answers to the prompts below, as well as list any words you do not know how to pronounce. Be as detailed as possible. So you'll tell me what sports you play in a team setting, what sports you play for fun and with friends, what sports you don't like to play and why, what sporting events you like to attend, and what sports you like to watch on TV and why. So you'll write a prompt answering all of these. So you'll hit, start preparing your submission, and then you're going to write a prompt. You'll write your answer in Spanish for answering all of these things. And then, like I said, I myself and a fellow classmate are going to critique it, trying to help you fix your work so it's the best that it can be when it's time to present it. Okay. Alrighty, and that's everything that you have to do for week 1.